After the head of Rosoboronexport, Alexander Mikheev announced to Russian journalists on November 13 that a contract had been signed for the acquisition of the Su-57 Felon by a foreign operator. Speculation began as to who the customer might be. Algeria is the most commonly mentioned potential buyer, with reports surfacing from Africa, Asia, and Europe. The X-account Kad-Ghani claims Algeria is the first foreign operator of the Su-57, drawing a historical parallel to Algeria's acquisition of the MiG 25 years ago. Algeria makes history again, first customer of the MiG-25, now the first export customer of the Su-57, says Kad-Ghani in a post. He identifies himself in his bio as an Algerian blogger, defense and military analyst, and OSINT specialist. However, Kad-Ghani does not provide any sources or disclose where the information originates, leaving the news unverifiable. The possibility of the Algerian Air Force flying the Su-57 in the future has been echoed by various sources, though none dare to guarantee the accuracy of the claim. Instead, they stick to speculation, noting that no official confirmation has come from Rabat. The Dutch website Scramble also highlights that while no buyer has been officially announced, rumors point to Algeria as the first export customer. Algeria has been considered a potential customer for the Su-57 since 2020. That year, an unexpected visit by then Chief of Staff of the Algerian Army said Chengria to Dmitry Shugayev, Director of the Federal Service for Military Technical Cooperation, was noted by observant journalists. It was reported that Chengria received a model of the Su-57 and that the discussion focused on its potential acquisition. At the time, rumors suggested that 14 Su-57 fighters worth $2 billion would be sold to the Algerian Air Force. However, these rumors remained unconfirmed until they resurfaced following Russia's recent announcement of a Su-57 sale without revealing contract details, such as financial terms or the number of aircraft. Initially, some experts speculated that China might be the mysterious buyer. Despite hosting the announcement, it is unlikely that China is the purchaser, as its Chengdu J-20 fulfills similar roles, and its resources are focused on domestic advancements like the 6th generation White Emperor project. Algeria, previously reported to have shown interest, emerges as the most likely buyer, with other potential candidates including Iran or India. This marks a significant milestone in Russia's export strategy for advanced fighter jets. Only 3 countries have developed their own 5th generation fighters: the US, Russia, and China. It's safe to say the US won't be buying the Su-57, and China already has the Chengdu J-20 Mighty Dragon, a 5th generation platform clearly inspired by, if not directly derived from, the American F-35 JSF. Moreover, China recently unveiled its White Emperor prototype, a new jet potentially representing its effort to field a 6th generation fighter. In the past, before China's aerospace capabilities reached their current level, Russian imports were coveted and even copied without licenses. However, China is now less reliant on Russia for cutting-edge aerospace technologies. In fact, in some respects, the Su-57 may be inferior to the Chinese J-20, making a Chinese purchase less sensible. Nevertheless, China seems to have crossed a threshold where its resources are exclusively devoted to improving its systems rather than importing. When was the last time Russia or the US imported foreign aircraft? China may have reached this point as well. On the other hand, coordination in transactions between Russia and China makes sense geopolitically. Russian officials were in China last week for an air show, former Russian Defense Minister Sergei Shoigu said during a meeting with Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Yi that Beijing and Moscow must counter the policy of dual containment targeting Russia and China by the United States and its satellites, and both sides should stand in solidarity. Still, it seems unlikely that China is the buyer. More plausible contenders include Algeria, Iran, or even India. The national interest also names Algeria as the most likely candidate but emphasizes that this is speculation rather than fact. When analyzing why Algeria is the most logical candidate for a future Su-57 operator among Iran, India, and Algeria, several key factors emerge: geopolitical, military, economic, and technological. Algeria has a long history of military cooperation with Russia, dating back to the Cold War. Its air force primarily relies on Russian equipment, including Su-30 and MiG-29 fighters, meaning the country has the infrastructure and expertise to integrate new Russian aircraft. Unlike India, which is increasingly diversifying its procurement through Western deals, Algeria remains a loyal client of the Russian defense industry. This strategic dependency makes the delivery of Su-57s less controversial for Moscow. Economically, Algeria is more stable compared to Iran, thanks to revenues from natural gas and oil exports. While it lacks India's vast budget, Algeria can afford a limited purchase of advanced fighters like the Su-57. By contrast, Iran faces severe sanctions that restrict its financial capacity and access to foreign equipment, including advanced jets. Geopolitically, Algeria has a compelling reason to pursue the Su-57. It operates in a tense region where military capability plays a crucial role. Algeria seeks to maintain military superiority in North Africa, particularly against Morocco, which has bolstered its defense ties with the US and Israel. The Su-57, with its stealth features and advanced combat capabilities, could provide Algeria with a significant advantage. By contrast, India balances between Russia and the West, making the Su-57 acquisition less likely, especially amid criticisms of the aircraft's lack of cutting-edge technology. Technologically, Algeria is better prepared to integrate the Su-57 than Iran. The Russian fighter requires maintenance and infrastructure that Algeria has already developed with its current fleet. Iran, while interested, is more isolated and technically lagging, complicating the deployment of such a complex aircraft. In conclusion, a combination of historical ties, economic capabilities, strategic needs, and technical readiness makes Algeria the most logical future operator of the Su-57 among these three nations. Still, the question mark in our headline reflects the fact that this remains an assumption awaiting confirmation or refutation. The Su-57 is a Russian fifth-generation multi-role fighter developed by the Sukhoi Design Bureau. It measures 19.8 meters in length, with a wingspan of 14 meters and a height of 4.74 meters. Its maximum takeoff weight reaches 35,000 kilograms. The aircraft is powered by two Item 117 inches Alabama 41F1 engines with thrust vectoring capability and is set to be equipped with advanced Item 30 inches engines in the future. These engines enable a speed of around 2,450 kilometers per hour, Mach 2, and an operational range of up to 3,500 kilometers without refueling. The Su-57 features integrated stealth characteristics through special coatings and a design that minimizes its radar signature. Its avionics include the advanced Sh-121 system with the N036 Belka radar, which combines active electronically scanned array (AESA) technology, enabling simultaneous tracking of air and ground targets. The system operates in X and L bands for better detection of stealth targets. The 101 kilo Siemens sensor suite includes infrared search and track, IRST, laser rangefinders, and optical electronic systems for observation and protection. The Su-57 can carry a variety of armaments, including R-77M and R-74M air-to-air missiles, Kh-59 Mk2, Kh-31, and Kh-35 air-to-ground missiles, as well as precision-guided bombs of various calibers. Most of its weapons are stored in internal bays to maintain stealth, but the aircraft can use external hardpoints when necessary.